Davis Garcia 2, the rematch?
It all depends. I mean, because, you know, it's up to them two.
Right.
Still a big money fight.
Huge.
It was a hell of a fight. First fight. Like I said, it was a minor setback, but a major comeback in his last fight.
Right.
Hot back, made some millions, enjoying life, living life.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has reportedly landed a staggering $150 million deal involving Turki Al-Sheikh, setting the stage for a potentially massive rematch with Ryan Garcia. The number alone has sent shockwaves through boxing, but the money isn't the only thing creating headlines. Floyd Mayweather has now addressed the situation, and his response has added another layer of tension to an already complicated story. With the old rivalry between Floyd and his former fighter still hanging over everything, Tank's latest move could have consequences far beyond the ring. And with Ryan Garcia once again entering the picture, this developing story has all the ingredients of a major boxing spectacle.
About this kid Ryan Garcia. Tank got his followers from kicking. Ryan Garcia got his followers from YouTubers. There's a difference. So you want to be a YouTuber or you want to be a fighter? Tank is a fighter.
Let's start with Floyd Mayweather's response. Whenever money, Tank, or major boxing business enters the conversation, Floyd rarely stays quiet for long. This time was no different. The enormous figure attached to Tank's reported deal clearly caught attention, and Mayweather's reaction suggested that he wasn't simply celebrating his former protege's success. Instead, his comments appeared to question whether Davis is truly prepared for everything that comes with becoming the center of such a massive event.
Again, if they're not on some whole shit, I'll text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, yeah, niggas start talking that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them send that bag and I'm coming.
Mayweather's point seemed to go beyond the size of the paycheck itself. A contract worth that kind of money brings enormous expectations, worldwide attention, and intense pressure. Floyd appeared to suggest that Tank needs to be ready for what comes after signing such a huge agreement. In other words, earning a fortune is one thing, but handling the spotlight that comes with it is an entirely different challenge. And coming from Mayweather, those comments immediately became part of the story.
Asked me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions?
Anyone familiar with Floyd's career knows that financial success has always been a major part of his philosophy. The money persona wasn't created by accident. Mayweather built an entire career around understanding the business side of boxing, choosing lucrative opportunities, and making sure fighters know their worth. He has repeatedly encouraged athletes to think beyond simply winning fights and to protect their financial futures. From Floyd's perspective, a huge payday can be valuable, but only when the fighter understands how to turn that opportunity into lasting wealth.
Come to money.
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money.
But this situation carries a completely different feeling because of the history between Floyd and Tank. Instead of openly celebrating Davis for landing a gigantic payday, Mayweather's reaction appeared much colder. The relationship has been complicated for years, and the public disagreements between the two have never completely disappeared. To Floyd, Tank's latest move may represent more than a lucrative contract. It could also symbolize Davis establishing himself independently after years of being associated with Mayweather. And for someone who built his own empire around control, seeing a former protege make a massive move without him could naturally create tension.
He's crazy. He's crazy. Talk about rematch. He said I was the best at 135 to 42. He said that. Say he won't fight me again. I'll kick his ass.
Now let's go back to the moment Tank reportedly revealed the massive deal. During an Instagram live session, Davis was interacting with his followers when he suddenly dropped the news about the enormous financial agreement. The announcement immediately grabbed attention because of the name connected to it, Turki Al-Sheikh. What started as a normal social media appearance quickly turned into one of the biggest boxing business stories being discussed by fans.
I fight Ryan again. If they not on some hoe I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, yeah, and that, stop it. Knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them to send that bag, and I'm coming. And I'm, you know.
Tank's comments suggested that negotiations with Al-Sheikh had reached a very different level. For anyone unfamiliar with his influence, Turki Al-Sheikh has become one of the most powerful figures in modern sports promotion, particularly through the huge boxing events staged in Saudi Arabia. His involvement has brought together some of the biggest names in combat sports and created events backed by enormous financial resources. If Tank's reported deal becomes reality, the scale of the resulting event could be enormous.
Going out on 3 fights. You know the last 2 fights you want to go out on? Yeah,
the last fight?
The last fight you want to go out on. Like, who? Do you have anybody in mind?
No, I'm saying, no, I don't have my name right now. But I got somebody I want to call out after this fight.
You said you got somebody you want to call out after this fight?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I'm not going to tell you.
Keep
it quiet.
Is it Lomachenko?
Who?
Somebody asked Lomachenko.
No.
All right.
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready. What you think about that?
Who?
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready.
Of course, there's no way to discuss Tank's future without bringing Ryan Garcia into the conversation. Their first meeting generated massive attention long before they entered the ring. The two fighters exchanged insults, challenged each other publicly, and kept fans talking throughout the build-up. When the fight finally happened, Davis produced a dramatic stoppage that gave him the victory. But rather than ending their rivalry, that result left Ryan demanding another opportunity and created even more interest in a second encounter.
Well, we gotta run back. Hey, look.
Ryan, do you still want an exhibition fight?
He's here somewhere.
Ryan, do you still want an exhibition?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Obligated to fight in Japan, so I'm ready to do that too.
Yeah, when are you, James?
Man, how tough has it been mentally getting out of the ring all this time? It's been hard, man. It's tough. It's really tough.
What month can we expect to see you back?
Target date is probably in May. Yeah, May. It's freaking cold. Oh my God.
When do you think you could fight Heine in the rematch, just last of all?
Garcia never accepted the outcome without questions. He argued that the stoppage came at the wrong time and maintained that he deserved the opportunity to fight his way back into the contest. Tank saw things very differently. From his perspective, he had already demonstrated his superiority and had no obligation to give Garcia another chance. That disagreement kept the rivalry alive even after the first fight was over.
But, you know, I was too weak. I knew I was going to lose in the back room. I had no power. I had no power. I had no mind. I was dehydrated. It was really bad. I should actually die cutting that weight. I should have. I really, but God protected me because I was blistering out of my mouth. I had no spit. It hurt every day to make that weight. I shook.
Still, boxing has a way of bringing rivals back together when the financial numbers become impossible to ignore. Fans continued demanding another chapter, while the commercial potential of a rematch remained obvious. With both fighters carrying enormous popularity, another meeting could generate tremendous attention and revenue. Eventually, the question stopped being whether people wanted the rematch and became whether the right business deal could actually make it happen.
Promise you, hear my words, this is my moment, this is my time, he will not beat me. There's nothing terrifying about this guy. I'm gonna beat him so easy, he's gonna be like, ooh.
Sprinkle.
Now the reported $150 million agreement has completely changed the conversation. If Tank and Ryan meet again, this won't simply be about settling unfinished business. It would be a battle over pride, reputation, and the chance to establish who truly belongs at the top of the rivalry. Every punch would carry the weight of everything that happened the first time. With enormous financial rewards involved, neither fighter would have much room for excuses. Tank brings one of the most dangerous weapons in boxing, the ability to change a fight with a single punch. His timing, explosiveness, and finishing ability can turn a competitive fight into a knockout in an instant. Garcia, meanwhile, would enter a rematch with speed, athleticism, and something even more powerful: motivation. After losing the first encounter, Ryan would have every reason to arrive determined to rewrite the story. And if the fight happens under the kind of massive spotlight being discussed, the pressure on both men would be enormous.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
The timing becomes even more interesting because Tank has spoken about stepping away from boxing and prioritizing his family. Retirement talk has followed Davis for quite some time, which makes every major fight feel increasingly important. If he really is approaching the final stage of his career, the opportunity to finish with a huge event against one of his biggest rivals could be difficult to ignore.
Tomorrow, I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have two girls, two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things.
Before any potential rematch becomes reality, Tank still has other business to handle. He has been scheduled to face Lamont Roach Jr., giving him another assignment before the possibility of a second Garcia fight can take center stage. But the bigger picture is impossible to ignore. If Tank wants to leave boxing on his own terms, ending his career with a massive showdown against Ryan Garcia would certainly create a memorable final chapter.
The end of next year, do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm gonna just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be.
Floyd Mayweather's position makes this situation even more intriguing. Floyd has always understood the importance of major paydays and has spent years teaching fighters how to maximize their earning potential. Yet his relationship with Tank makes his perspective much more complicated this time. Rather than simply viewing the rematch as another lucrative opportunity, Mayweather appears to see it through the lens of their personal history. With Tank potentially approaching retirement, Floyd's reaction suggests he believes this could be one of Davis's final opportunities to reshape the way his career is remembered. Good work.
Let me just stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like this, cause he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights. You know what I mean? So I always try to stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Just to keep me humble and like have me on the right track. You know what I mean? So I always appreciate Floyd for being in my corner, having my back. Always, you know what I mean? So as always, there'll be love.
The problems reportedly grew as Tank became increasingly frustrated with the direction of his career. Davis wanted bigger opportunities, more recognition, and greater control over his future. Public disagreements followed, with both sides expressing their frustrations. Mayweather suggested that Tank still had more growing to do, while Davis made it clear that he wanted to establish his own identity instead of remaining in Floyd's shadow. Years later, the tension between them remains one of the most fascinating side stories surrounding Tank's career.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This is
it.
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him.
So now everything is coming together for what to become a massive chapter in boxing. A potential Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia rematch already has enormous commercial appeal, and the reported $150 million figure takes the excitement to another level. Add Tank's retirement talk, Ryan's desire for redemption, and the continuing tension between Davis and Mayweather, and suddenly this is much bigger than another boxing match. It's a story about money, pride, unfinished business, and legacy. If these two rivals finally meet again, the question is simple. Can Tank prove the first victory was no fluke, or will Ryan Garcia finally get the redemption he's been chasing?